Hello, Lola. Hello, Lola. Yes, there's my little dog. Yes, this is my little dog, Lola. She's 11, and she's very, very much of a pest. Aren't you, Lola? Aren't you, Lola? Look at that bean. Look at that bean. Look at that bean. Well, come on. What you doing? What you doing, Bean Bean? What you doing? Yeah, you good girl, huh? You good girl. That's my good little dog. Yes, you're such a good little dog. Yeah, she's really goofy. I'll have to work on getting something about her that's really silly. She's a trip, like most dogs are. An adorable little thing. Pest, but adorable. Anyhow, I wanted to talk to you about chickens today. I badly wanted backyard chickens. This was quite a few years ago. My grandson was maybe 2. And of course, my husband did not want backyard chickens. Looking back, I'm telling you, chickens are indiscriminate shitters. I mean, they just shit wherever they are. They might not have been the best thing to get backyard chickens, but you know, we've had them for years now. So the first, I tell my grandson, I said, baby, do you want chickens? And he says, yes, Grandma. I said, well, go ask Ken Smith, because he always called Ken Smith. Never called him Grandpa. It was always Ken Smith. So cute. So, of course, you know, the grandkid asks, and you get it. That's all there is to it. You get it. So I go to the feed store because I'm going to surprise Dominic with his baby chicks for Easter. Yes, yes. I go to the feed store. They have a bunch of cute little baby chicks. I tell them, I said, I want girls. I only want hens. And they said, well, there's no guarantee on what sex they are. And I said, well, how do you tell? Can't you just look at them and tell what's a boy and what's a girl? They said, we don't know how to tell. This is at the feed store. So I'm thinking, well, damn. You can learn just about anything on YouTube. So I went home and got on YouTube, looked up sexing chickens. And yes, I found a video about how to tell the boys from the girls. You pull out their little wings, and I don't remember which it is now. One of them has longer feathers and shorter feathers, and the other, just the feathers are all the same length. So I'm thinking, look at this. The feed store didn't know. So anyhow, I go back full of confidence, and I look at the little wings on each one, and I pick out 5 of these adorable little baby chicks. So cute. And yes, as they grew up, it turns out that 2 were roosters. Yeah, 2 were roosters. I have a long history of doing this. And the roosters were fucking mean. I'm telling you, they were so damn mean. I kept telling, when they got big, I told the old man, I said, hey, I said, the roosters got to go. They're mean. They go after Dominic. They go after, well, they kind of went after me, but I always chased them then whenever they'd come after me. So they were a little leery of coming after me. You know, the old man, he's a little mental. He didn't want me to kill the chickens. You know, I'm saying they gotta go, or the roosters, not the chickens. So anyhow, one day I'm sitting in my office, and I hear the grandbaby, who I think he was about 3 at the time, let out a screech. I look out the window, and one of those fucking roosters are trying to spur him, jumping up in the air. They do this thing with their feet, and they try to scratch you. And man, I was wearing a dress. I was barefoot. I ran out across the vegetable garden. I jumped over a planter and some bushes, and I went after that damn rooster. I went after him because he went, don't mess with my babies. Don't mess with any of my babies. Ever. I got so close to that rooster that I ripped feathers out of his neck. And what happens? The old man jumps in front of me and says, don't, you'll regret it. I'm like, oh no, I guarantee you, I will not regret it. No, I'm not going to regret it at all. And so later that night, I tell him, I said, the rooster is going tomorrow. That's it. I said, the rooster's going. I said, he has spent his last day on earth. So the next morning I get up and I catch him and I chop his head off and throw him in the trash. I didn't, wasteful, yes. I didn't, I've taken the feathers off of birds before for eating, and I really don't like doing it. So anyhow, I'm perfectly happy. I go to work. A little later I get this phone call, and the rooster's name was Fart. Ken says, where's Fart? And I said, well, Fart is gone. And he says, define gone. And I said, I chopped off his head and threw him in the trash. Oh my God. He went nuts. He went nuts. He was like, I thought he was going to divorce me. I really did. He was talking about how he doesn't raise things from babies to have me murder them. And I'm like, dang. Well, you know, I really didn't know how to respond to that, but I'd have killed him anyhow. So the old man got over it. And then a few days later, the other rooster that we had, you know, the one that I bought as a chick, as a female chick, was, who attacked him all the time. He was always coming in bloody because he was trying to pet him. I don't know what the hell he thought, you know? He told me he was gentling him. I said, what are you, the fucking cock whisperer? No, no, roosters are mean. So anyhow, after being bloodied up so many times, he finally said, Kim, he says, I can't kill it. I just can't do it. Can you kill it for me? So yes, I caught it and chopped its head off too. Anyhow, yes, now we have another rooster. And the reason we ended up with another rooster is because a fucking raccoon killed all our chickens but one. And they're very social. If you ever decide to have them, they're funny to watch. They're actually very, very social animals, and of course indiscriminate shitters, but social animals. And so I really didn't want the one hen to be left alone. So I went to the feed store, and what they had is some banties and one bigger one. They told me that was a Rhode Island Red. I said, are you sure that that's a hen? What are you doing sneaking up on me?
Hi.
I said, are you sure that's a hen? And, oh yeah, that's a hen. That's a Rhode Island Red. I'm thinking, that doesn't look like a Rhode Island Red hen. That one has a kind of a rooster look, but, you know, figured I'd trust him. I'm pretty damn trusting. So, yes, he grows up. He grows up. And yes, it is a rooster. But this is the nicest rooster we've ever had. He doesn't chase any of us. He actually walks away if you get too close to him. All the girls like him. So we got two bannies, an Araucana, and the rooster. And I think the rooster is a copper Moran. So anyhow, now that I've given my talk on sexing chicks and told you all about roosters, have a great day. This is Kim's Pearls.